Yo, I'm going to quickly show you how you can rig this shutter inside of Blender. It's super simple, so let's jump right in. Start off by adding a plane, add horizontal loop cuts. Rotate this along the Y by 90 degrees. Then apply the rotation and scale. Add an armature single bone. Select the bone and in edit mode, make sure snapping's turned on with it set to edge. Then grab the bottom of the bone so it snaps to the bottom of the top shutter. Make sure the top bit of the bone is snapped to the top. Let's also make sure that in the viewport display we have names in front and axis turned on. Then in edit mode, duplicate the bone going down until it goes to the bottom of the plane. Select the plane and in edit mode, select each face and separate them by pressing Y. You can select the other faces and press Shift R to repeat this action. They're now all separated. Select the plane and then the armature and press Ctrl P with empty groups. This will make a vertex group for each bone. Now we're going to assign each face to the corresponding bone. So this top face we're going to assign to bone, this one to bone 01, etc. And we can test this in pose mode. So now if we rotate this, you can see the bones are affecting each face. So I want all of these bones to copy the rotation of this top bone, and the way I'm going to do that is by using the copy rotation constraint. So let's add that to the bottom bone. Let's choose a target as the armature and the bone as the top bone. And instead of adding it to each bone manually, I'm going to select these bones and select this bottom bone last, press this arrow here and press copy to selected. Now when I rotate this top bone, the other ones follow. And we already kind of have a shutter. Alright, so let's select the armature and go into edit mode. We're going to add another bone, and this is going to be the spindle. So I'm going to set it up so when I rotate this along the global Z axis, it rotates the other bone along the local Z axis, just like a spindle would open a shutter in real life. And the perfect constraint for that is a transformation constraint. To add constraints, we need to be in pose mode. So let's go into pose mode. Let's select this top bone and let's give it the transformation constraints. Set the target to the armature and then the bone to the rotation. Set the target to world space and the owner to local space. So we want the rotation of this bone to affect the rotation of this bone. So on the constraint, let's set the map from to rotation and the map to rotation. Okay, so remember the target is world space and the owner is in local space. So if we look at the axis here, we want this to rotate along the local Z axis. I want this to rotate along the global Z axis. So what we're going to do is we're going to set the rotation. So the Z axis maximum is 180. And then on the map 2, we're going to set this to 90. So now when I rotate this 180 degrees, it opens the shutter 90 degrees. Okay, I'm running out of time, but if you want to add a spindle, snap the cursor to this rotation, add a cylinder, select the cylinder first and then the armature, press Ctrl P with empty groups, and then on the cylinder, make sure everything's selected, and then in the vertex group, again, press assign.